How's it going, everyone? Schaefer here, and today we're going to be starting our playthrough of Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. I've been looking forward to this for a very long time. Bought the Collector's Edition when it was first announced ages ago. Actually, I haven't received that yet, so hopefully I get that soon. But I've been looking forward to the next Owlcat game. I loved the Pathfinder ones. Highly recommend those if you haven't played them. And so yeah, without further ado, I think we just jump straight in, right? Let's do it. Enjoy. New game. Oh. Yeah, main scenario. No, this is an Owlcat game. And in the other ones, unfair was pretty ridiculous. Oh yeah. Damage modifier of 20%, half cover, full cover hit point bonus. Wow. Yeah. Damn. Unfair typically tends to be pretty unfair in Owlcat games. I think I might stick with hard on this one. Yeah, I mean, what's the main difference? Yeah, I think we'll stick with hard on this one. Jeez. Enemy wounds modifier 20%, and then you put it on unfair 80%. Sheesh. Alright, let's put it on hard. Let's do it like this, I think. Choosing this difficulty is not recommended. Cool, let's go. Definitely going to go create a new custom character. Oh, here we go. Oh, she looks cool. It's like changing the... Oh, it's like changing the customized features when I pick a new... Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. Okay. Wow, she looks, slightly possessed. Oh, look at this one. That's cool. Oh, he looks cool, huh? No. Not so much like this, but like this, he looks cool. Wow, okay. I love this one. This one's kind of wild. Wait. Yeah, that one? That one. Although I don't think I'm a huge fan of the thing in a forehead, to be honest. We can customize, okay. If I select this, will it pick? Ow. If I go back, then back again. Oh, that's a real shame. Oh, because I changed the appearance, it's, How about now? Yeah, there we go. Permanently in a smile there. It's a Warhammer universe. I don't really think they'd be smiling all the time, huh? Yeah, I mean, we stick with one. Oh, we could be super skinny, a little bit fat, or kind of normal, I guess, or average. Not normal, but average. You know what I mean? I think we'll stick with that one. Nice and pasty there, you know. What do we think? Do I like that hair? can have the same one but with feathers in it. I mean, if I'm going to have that as my portrait, I feel like I have to have that kind of this kind of wild hair. What is this? Oh. Okay. Well, I quite like that one. That one's also pretty cool. Problem here is I need to change my portrait because I don't match. All these people have their wild haircuts. Except that one. Which is pretty cool. And it fits, right? Though she has a scar. Do we want to give her a scar? Can we give him scars? I think we can. I think I saw one a second ago. I'm down to here, aren't I? That's right. Yeah, because I mean that could work, right? Without the hat, the hat on, I could have this hair. What colours do we have? We could try and match with the black, I think. It fits, right? Yeah. Ooh, tattoos. So I want to zoom out a little bit. We only have... Oh, we have multiple tattoos. Okay. Why not? Tattoo color. I think like this, I think the black ones are fine. Ah, scars, here we go. Okay. It's like this, but just with one stripe. I guess this one is the closest. Or this, I guess, but it's not as big as that. Yeah, let's go with that one. Kind of fits, right? Augments. Oh. Currently have this. Wow, look at that. Cyborg-esque, right? Actually, just gonna have none there. You know, just gonna have none.
We need to investigate.
What curiosity unveils itself before me?
Let's
Your existence is naught but ashes.
I always get the job done.
Mm-hmm. You know.
I am but a harbinger of the
Watch and
Challenge.
Behold,
I think
as
we
I
need to go with
slay
this
them
one.
in my devotion.
Cool. We happy? Yes. Alright. Homeworld. I did a little bit of looking around for stuff that I want to get. But not everything. So Homeworld I'm not sure about. So this is a Death World. We get Survival Instinct. Once per combat in the wounds, which I think is hit points in this one. Wounds are a measurement of how much punishment a character can take for suffering debilitating effects and ultimately death. So yeah, it's health. When the wounds of a Death World character drop below 30%, they gain a 20% to their maximum wounds as temporary wounds. Death World characters also gain a plus 20% bonus to dodge and armor while they have at least one temporary hit points from any source. That could work. Because I'll tell you what I'm planning on building. I'm planning on building a melee psyker. Yep. Voidborn gives me fortune. Voidborn character can reroll any failed attack, dodge, parry, characteristic, or skill test with a 20% chance of success. Oh. Additionally, any enemy dodge or parry against the Voidborn character has a 20% chance to fail after a successful roll. Oh, you get additional talents. I didn't see those. Here we go. So this is Death World again. Brutal Hunter. Characters gain a 15% critical hit chance against target with bleeding. Or with 50% or less of their maximum wounds. That's quite nice. Characters gain 10% to critical hit chance for axes, hammers, and las weapons. Now I like that because hammers sounds like something I'd want, or an axe. Characters take tough bonus, less damage from flame. Characters take tough bonus, less damage from flame, toxic damage, and bleeding effects. That's a weird way of writing that. Deathworld characters take tough bonus, less damage. I'm guessing I take less damage from flame, toxic, and bleeding effects, essentially. When injury increases the Deathworld characters' agility and willpower by +5. Oh, sorry, every injury increases the Deathworld characters' agility and willpower by 5. Every trauma counts as 3 injuries. Okay. And tenacity once per combat. When a Deathworld character is suffering from a stunned, blinded, or immobilized condition, the condition is ignored, and they instead gain 20% temporary wounds. That's actually really good. This is minus strength, honestly, which, if I'm going to go for a kind of melee, this is not really going to work, I don't think. Critical hits. Yeah, I mean, I don't think this one's too appealing for me anyway. A Voidborn character can reroll, yeah. Minus 5 strength, it's not gonna help. We want 5. Anytime a Voidborn character scores a critical hit, there's a 10% chance to double the damage. That's actually really good, though. Using a non-damage ability on an ally grants that ally the ability to re-roll any failed attack, dodge, parry, characteristic, or skill test with a 20% chance of success. I mean, it looks good. What about Hive World? Minus willpower, again, not necessarily one because I'm going with Psyker, so I need willpower, I believe. Yeah, withstand the horrors of war. High willpower characters, okay, increases the chances of resisting negative effects and psychic powers. So Hive World, strength in numbers. Hive World characters gain +1 plus fell bonus divided by 2. Resolve. If there are 3 or more creatures, allies or enemies in a 3-cell radius. Yet they suffer a -2 penalty to resolve with no creature around. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Camaraderie. Avod characters can pass willpower resistance tests using their fellowship value instead. Okay. Avod characters gain a Okay, fresh start. Hive World characters gain a +50% bonus to dodge against the first attack of opportunity every round. Forge. This one gives us toughness, so that could be quite good. It's interesting, some of them get like these features. Forge World doesn't. That's where that is. Actually, it's the only one that doesn't. Weird. Pinnacle of Weaponry. First attack in combat with any plasma melter or power weapon deals additional damage equal to the int bonus. Unfortunately not great for us because I'm not going to be doing int. I'm going to be doing willpower, strength, and toughness probably? Question mark. Okay. While wearing heavy armor, Forge World characters gain +1 MP, +1 deflection, and cannot fall prone. Now that's nice though. Forge World characters gain a stacking 10% bonus to hit chance, and a dodge reduction against any target they hit with a single target attack. Successful critical hits from single target attacks increase the hit chance and dodge reduction by +20%. That's quite cool. Forge characters gain plus toughness bonus deflection against burning and flame weapons. Now this one I think it says power weapons, which I think you can get melee weapons that are power weapons, right? I think. What's this? Humanity's finest. Oh, this doesn't give you any modifiers at all. Imperial World characters can select any characteristic except for weapon skill or ballistic skill and add a +10 bonus. Huh? Okay. And what's the characteristic? Oh, so weapon skill, ballistic, strength, toughness. Wow, okay. So, if you pick Humanity's Finest or Imperial World, you literally get +10 to anything that you want. Ready to serve. When an Imperial World character is affected by an ally's non-damaging ability or affects an ally with such an ability, their resolve is increased by Fel bonus, which I think is fellowship bonus. Divided by 2 for 1 round. And while under 40% wounds, Imperial World characters gain a +10 to all characteristics. Wow. That's huge. Does mean you have to be at low health, though, for quite a lot of it. All allies, including Xenos... Oh, sorry, excluding Xenos. In the current party... Wait, you can get Xenos in the party? Really? Gain a +5 to the same characteristics as was chosen for humanity's finest. Oh. Wow. Okay. Wow. Cool. But wait, just have a look quick. Imperial World is next, right? So it's, yeah, it's literally like +10 to strength, for example. So like everybody in your party would get +10 to strength as well. How cool. No heresy. Imperial World characters gain a +10 critical hit chance and a +10% armor against Xenos and demonic creatures. The allies gain half the bonus. Alright, what does Fortress World mean? Never stop shooting. For each time a Fortress World character kills an enemy, they gain 10 stacks of Never Stop Shooting. At the start of their turn, there is a stacks of never... At the start of their turn, there is a stacks of Never Stop Shooting % chance. My word. What? Okay. % chance that the first attack this round will cost 0 AP. And will not count towards the attack limit per round. Okay, wow. So essentially, you kill one person, you get a 10% chance. And I'm hoping that stacks. Oh, it stacks until it triggers. Okay. So you would eventually get to 100%. I wonder if that's between... combat encounters. Or just per combat encounter. So if you end the fight, if it resets them anyway. Or if it keeps it for the next fight. But you have to kill them, though, that's the only thing. Combat Addict. Fortress World characters gain +7 ballistic perception willpower while in combat, yet while out of combat, their intelligence, fellowship, perception, and willpower are decreased by 7. Great. Each round, Fortress World characters gain +1% bonus to dodge against ranged attacks for each shot they made during this round. Well, I'm not going to be shooting, so that's not going to work. A Death World is probably going to be the one I go for. But I do like the idea of Imperial World now. Especially because, I mean, Death World's great because I get 5 strength, 5 agility, and 5 toughness. But I also lose fellowship and intelligence, right? But I like the temporary wounds that I get. Yeah, a crit hit chance for weapons. Although, I would have to use an axe or a hammer. This is good as well, being stunned, blinded, or immobilized for the first time in combat. It's instead ignored. And again, 20% temporary wounds. Or bonus to my max temporary wounds. But this would be a straight up +10 to like strength or toughness. An Imperial World character is affected by an ally's non-damaging ability, or affects an ally with such an ability, their resolve is increased. Okay. This is really good as well. While under 40% wounds, Imperial World characters gain plus 10 to bonus to all characteristics, which is kind of nuts. If no other character in the current party has the same archetype, I haven't selected my archetype yet, as this character, the first use of any ability from this archetype costs 1 less. Oh. Okay. This one is tempting. But so is this. I like this one too. But then again, this is dropping below 30% as well, right? So... I'm tempted to go with this. And then what do we think? Strength or toughness? Willpower's going to be important, but I want, at the moment, strength or toughness. I think toughness, right? Like my uniform, look at that. Although I don't like the hat. Can I take the hat off? My robe's getting a little... There we go. Getting a little tangled there. I kind of... What? This is dumb. The hair doesn't work with that hat on.
I slay them in my devotion.
No hair shows up through the hat. Maybe we can hide the hat. Oh yeah, show helmet off. There we go. Boom. Beautiful. Alright, what's this? Origin. Oh, we got even more stuff to pick. My word, so much stuff to pick. I mean, Sanctioned Psyker, I think that's what we're going to go with. I don't think there's any point where we can have a look at the other ones, I guess, but... Let's just do... Oh, it changes my outfit, look at that. So what does the helmet look like here? Oh, it's a hood, cool. Oh, I can change the color scheme. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna go Sanctioned Psyker. But this guy gets Regimental Tactics. Commander and all their allies deal additional damage to enemies that are adjacent to the commander or their allies until the end of the commander's next turn. Interesting. God, look, there's so much to pick from. Surefire Plan. At the start of combat, the Crime Lord gains int bonus stacks for the Surefire Plan effect. Activation of this ability consumes 1 stack and makes the next action stronger depending on the action type. Wow, okay. War Hymn. Grants momentum. Brace for impact. Well, for 1 round, the Navy officer and their allies in a 3-cell radius gain 2 deflection for each archetype taken by the Navy officer. Interesting. Okay. By the noble. You serve me. Oh, lovely. The noble assigns 1 ally who will become their servant until the end of combat. Anytime the noble's abilities affect the servant gains +5 to all characteristics until the start of the noble's next turn. Oh wow, okay. That's quite strong. Anytime the servant attacks a target that the noble dealt damage to last turn, the servant gains bonus critical hit chance against that target. Awesome. Here we are. This is what we're going to be. Sanctioned Psyker. Sanctioned Psykers have a reduced -20% chance to trigger psychic phenomena. Sounds horrifying. What's a psychic phenomena? Each time a Psyker uses their psychic powers, the veil between real space and warp degrades, which can trigger a psychic phenomena. Oh, lovely. Psychic phenomena are more disconcerting than dangerous. intruding into the thoughts of people around the Psyker or causing omens and visions. Oh, lovely. Can reduce party momentum, distracting them from combat, lowering their morale, or just causing bad luck. Oh, great. This is going to be fun. This character is a Psyker, albeit quite a weak one. Hey. Give me a break. I've just started. Oh, yeah, this is the type of Psyker we're going to be, so we're going to have a look at that in a minute. And then, these are just my abilities, right? Psyker rating 1. Each level of Psi rating provides the Psyker access to new psionic powers. So it looks like this rank 4 is the highest. Still mind. Psyker's resolve is increased, while Veil degradation is 10 or lower. Oh, so we're going to have to manage this, are we? This Veil stuff, I guess. Psyker gains the Inscribed Soul ability. It costs no AP, but deals direct damage to the Psyker equal to 25% of the Psyker's maximum wounds. Why would I want to do that? Oh, the next psychic power used after this ability will not trigger psionic phenomena or pearls of the wall, and will not degrade the Veil. Right. Okay. So I think these are like later on talents. I don't think we have to look at these too much right now. So we'll probably do these a lot later, as we kind of learn more and go through it. So I think next we want to pick what Psyker we're going to be. Now, I'd like to be multiple, but I'm torn between Sanctic or Biomancer, and I'm thinking Biomancer because I get Iron Arm, which I can use on myself, for example, I hope. Target gains Lust, Strength, and Toughness bonus until the end of combat. And it's like 10 plus 4 times the Psyker's Psi rating, which will be whatever. I think it's weird that they put the calculations in all of the descriptions, but it's what it is. Which I think is great. I'm gonna get some healing abilities, and some like enfeebles, which is like a debuff. So I think this is probably going to work quite well for us here, because the Sanctic is like a buffer. At least I thought it was, but I mean, it's good, but it's more about gaining resolve and things like that. I don't think it's as good, because I quite like the idea of this one better. Just like every fight I can get myself minimum of 14 at the moment at level 1. Like 14 extra strength and toughness. I think that's pretty good. To go up and smack things in the face. Right, so what's my triumph? +5 persuasion, coercion, and law Xenos. Xenos, whatever. Okay. Should we go with, is it coercion? Let's go with this one. Now my darkest hour, oh great. -5 to awareness, law warp, or logic. I'm thinking law warp here. Let's just drop that. Now, front line, so I think we're going to go with warrior. I think that's a really easy one for us to get. Here we go, here we go. So, strength, let's put 5. Willpower, let's put 5. Weapon skills, put 5. Or that. 40 weapon skill, 40 strength, 50 toughness, and 40 willpower. And everything else is just kind of standard, right? I think that's okay. Oh, my void ship. Oh, cool. Sword class frigate. Okay. Falchion class frigate. Oh, that's cool. Firestorm. Oh wow, look at that thing. It's 1.8 kilometers in length. Oof. 2.2 kilometers in length. Holy. 1.6. I mean, we'd go with the bigger one, right? I mean, why wouldn't we? Can we randomize the name? Ooh. Unforgiven. That's cool. Daring Destiny. Destiny Hunter. Mercy of the Stars. I quite like that one. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Edit name. Schaefer. Okay. Boom. I think I'm quite happy with that. Shadow of Torment. Ah, yeah, that's due the -5 to warp. Okay, cool. Yeah, what do we think? Doesn't really fit, does it? But I mean, that doesn't fit either. That's way off. I don't think there is one that fits. Ah, you know what? It's fine. I like it like this. And that portrait, I think, is fine. Cool. Well, only 40 minutes in the career. It's not terrible, right? Yeah. Let's give it a go. Super excited to get going on this.
Excellent place for contemplation.
Ooh. Voice
One
acting.
has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Cool. Zoom in here on this guy. Or is it Kunrad? Okay. This is ostentatious. This ostentatious luxury is laughable. This laughable pretense. It is enough to make one think that the architects meant to compensate rather than glorify. Sounds like something we would say.
An interesting perspective. However, allow me to offer you a bit of advice. In the interests of your own well-being, you should frame your thoughts with greater piety. Demonstrating such a lack of care when choosing your words might be viewed by certain people as evidence of insufficient trepidation before the God Emperor, the master of humanity.
Oh yeah? Let's see which one I want to go with here. I merely criticize the talentless architects of this place, nothing more.
I understand, but the particularities of my craft have made me a perceptive individual, capable of seeing through to the root of things. Unlike millions of his devout servants. Trust me, your words could easily be interpreted a different way, especially by one inclined to do so. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtfear, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Uh-huh. Von Valencius. Theodora von Valencius. Okay, that's a title, right? My name is Schaefer, and as to avoid any misunderstanding, I am a sanctioned psyker.
I am aware of that fact. It would have been unacceptable negligence to have overlooked such a detail when compiling your profile. Fate bestowed upon you powers of witchcraft, and a duty to use them for the good of the Imperium. Yours is truly an unenviable lot. I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencius, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Oh, really? I'm the heir. Okay. You say I'm one of the Rogue Trader's heirs, so there is another candidate?
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Alright. You have a curious title, Master of Whisperers. What are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Right. I assume you had a goal in mind when deciding to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Okay. Normal movement. Yep. Wassy to there, and then yep, right click.
True power.
Okay, got it. Oh. Interactable objects. Some objects in the game can be interacted with in a special way. They are marked with specific icons. Some icons allow you to study objects, others will transfer the character to neighboring locations or launch a small event. These icons become visible when your character is standing close enough to them. To highlight objects your character can interact with, hold tab. Yeah, which is kind of normal.
The world will bow.
A massive conference table. It is pretty big. Wow, I'm surprised you can read that on there. Wait, I say that and then it's like, my armor is something truth, something hatred? I couldn't quite make out those last pieces.
Unexplored.
Ooh, what's this? Show data. The sacred mechanism has been interfered with without due reverence. The duration of the data processing cycle has tripled. Okay. Incomprehensible information is displayed on a large screen above the what's that? Cogitators? Cogitators? Oh, log, here we go. Ah. Okay, cool.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Noble guest. May his will strengthen my heart. Alright. Candlelit altar with a copy of the 2348th volume of the Lex Imperialis. Okay, cool.
Let's seize the opportunity.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around.
Oh wow, look at that tank.
Audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening?
Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Okay. Not good.
I march for power.
To survive in the grim darkness of the far future, you will have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. Start. Look at this guy. Malfunctioning servitor. Oh, I think you're dead. Oh. Oh. Yeah, not good, guys. Analyze enemy joint analysis. Okay. All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on a grid. On their turn, a character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Left mouse button. Select a cell with a highlighted area and double-click left mouse button to move. Okay. MP is movement points. Okay. Got it. Ratio. Oh, okay. To make attacks and use abilities in combat, the character must spend action points. Their total is displayed on the panel at the bottom of the screen. Every attack or ability has a certain AP cost associated with it. Right, simple enough. To attack, first left click, single shot, and the weapon. Alright, so it's telling me how to shoot. Certain abilities in the game are considered attack actions that can only be used once per turn, unless affected by a specific talent or other ability. Okay. If a character performs an attack action, they will not be able to perform attack again and will lose their remaining movement points. Iron arm, that's not a attack, right? So can I use that if I give it to me?
One step closer.
Boom. And then what do I have? Single pistol shot. Here we go.
Ruin begins.
Boom. Oh jeez. You wanna shoot him, Conrad? Just gonna point your finger at him, huh? Oh, are you kidding me? I missed from there. Your character's just missed. Yeah, I realized. Thanks for that. Do I have any equipment? I have nothing. Just this stub pistol. Okay. I was gonna say, I did pick a... warrior, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, why can't I charge stuff?
I won't waste my time on
Oh, melee weapon required, that's why. Does this stack multiple times if I do it
I
again?
need no guidance.
No, it doesn't, that's a shame. Oh, jeez.
One step.
Attack of opportunity. Characters with melee... I was...
Suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Or sealing them inside here with us. Chief, what about that, huh? Oh, here we go. Characters with melee weapons can take attack of opportunity. Okay, pretty standard.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Okay. Cool. Do I get to loot anything?
Intriguing.
Apparently not. The wires in the servitor's head are still smouldering. Lovely. Look at that. A tarantula sentry gun. Oof. A Lehman Russ battle tank. Yeah, these things are cool.
Embrace true
What is that?
power.
Oh, an exhibit is unfinished. A grey-green crystal with white veins. Resembles a sea coral.
I tread a path unexplored.
Stone on the pedestal is no doubt solid, but its surface shimmers and changes hue. Freaky. A massive golden amalgam. Black shard resembling obsidian.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
A violet alloy, which upon close examination turns out to be a handcraft object. Symbols carved with a primitive tool
The world
are visible on the
trembles
surface. That's
beneath
cool.
my feet.
Did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything.
The world will bow.
Some big old doors. Where am I going? Doesn't. Uh-oh. Where am I? Ah, there we go.
Embrace true power.
What's this? The lifts carrying people around the decks move with a loud grinding noise. It's cool, huh?
Let's seize the opportunity.
Oh, I'm not going that way. Alrighty. It looks like I'm not going that way. So this way, maybe? Oh, here we go. No voice acting? Is that a bug or is that deliberate? Okay, so buckle up because it's going to be me for a while. Edelthrad, that is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy. Theodora, you want to say anything? Okay. So Theodora, then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation no worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Aeon 6? Let's just listen in silence. While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I should hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Then she nods to me and asks us to approach. Alrighty. Edelthrad, what is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion. I didn't interrupt. I didn't do anything. I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it is worth it. This is Schaefer, the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forwards. Okay. Passive skill tests. Your character's skills reflect their knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate passive skill tests. If such a test succeeds, new information will be revealed or a hidden dialogue option will unlock. If your character is traveling with allies, the party member with the highest score in the applicable skill is selected. Oh, that's really good. So if somebody's better at it than me, they take the check. That's good. Wow. That's a lot of text for no voicing, guys. I need some more water. Alright. Consider this hypothetical situation. Aeon 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis Expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits. Prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. This sounds great. Flights of fancy, you might say. But attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure? So I passed Warp and I passed Lore Xenos, or Xenos. Those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case, and if the population of Aeon 6 engages in Xeno worship, sorry. Then the Warp one was, there are ways to confirm whether what's happening on Aeon 6 is witchcraft or not. It might simply cost several psychers to do so. I like the first one. Let's do this one, about the spirits being aliens, basically. Theodora, reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor. True. Edelthrad scoffs. Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myrid horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect you, Schaefer, are simply unaware of their existence. Sure. Whatever. Shut your mouth, Edelthrad, before I decide to shut it for you. I find your tone most disagreeable. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret the consequences. Wow. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do. I'm going to go with 3. I find your tone most disagreeable. Well, I find your company disagreeable. Oh, how rude. And yet I am forced to endure such... Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on the ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview. I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I forgot the time. Yeah, sure. He unceremoniously bows and takes his leave. Good riddance, buddy. Get out of here. So, Schaefer, why are you here? There are questions that I wish to have answered. You are direct, I approve, but you will have to wait. There is something I want you to understand first. My name is Theodora von Valancius, is that? I can't remember. Valancius? Massimo of Scarius. Alfscarius. Okay. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by the most sacred relic, the warrant trade kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium and carry humanity's light, where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bode death and ruin to us all. Oh my word, that sentence was horrible. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium, carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bode death and ruin to us all. Is it me, or is there something? I think there's something missing in that sentence. Anyway. So that'll be it for this episode. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.